My dear friends and fellow citizens, I am before you to speak about the recent judgment of the Supreme Court in Chintada Anand versus State of Andhra Pradesh dated 24/3/2026, which has raised serious concerns about justice, equality, and the lived realities of Dalit communities in India. Denial of justice to Dalit converts, a call for constitutional introspection. My friends, the court held that the scheduled caste who convert to Christianity or other religion, Islam, lose their SC status. At first glance, this may appear to be a mere legal interpretation of the 1950 constitutional scheduled caste order. But in reality, it is a question that goes beyond the provision of the Constitution and that goes to the heart of our Constitution. Let us ask a simple question, my friends. Does caste discrimination disappear when a person changes religion? The answer, as numerous studies and commissions have shown, is no. More particularly, the Justice Ranganath Mishra Commission clearly found that Dalit converts continue to face discrimination both within their new religious communities and in the broader society. In its report in the year 2007, caste is not just a matter of religion. It is deeply embedded in social reality of India, in the societal realities of India. Even the Supreme Court itself in Susai versus Union of India 1985 recognized that this issue requires detailed socio-economic evidence. Yet, in the present case, such realities seems to have been overlooked. We must also remember the history. The Constitution Scheduled Caste Order 1950 initially applied only to Hindus, but it was later expanded to include Sikhs and Buddhists. Why? Because the state recognized that the caste discrimination exists beyond one religion. Then why deny the same recognition to the Dalit Christians and Dalit Muslims as well? Friends, this is not a just legal issue. It is a constitutional issue. Article 14 guarantees equality. Article 15 prohibits any kind of discrimination. Article 16 ensures equal opportunity. And Article 25 protects the freedom of religion. If a Dalit loses constitutional protection simply because they choose a different faith, are we truly upholding these principles of Indian Constitution? There is another concern, my friends. This issue has been pending before a larger bench of the Supreme Court for years since 2011. A commission headed by the former Chief Justice K.G. Balakrishnan is about to submit its report by the 10th April 2026. Yet this judgment has come just before that. This raises important questions about timing, process, and fairness, because the Honorable two-judge bench ought to have referred the matter to the three-judge bench, which is already considering the same issue. Friends, the Constitution does not ask what religion you follow. It asks whether you have suffered injustice. And here, the first question we receive from anybody, to which caste you belong. The fight for justice, Dalits, has always been about dignity, equality, and annihilation of caste, not about preserving religious boundaries. Today, my friends, we must stand for a simple principle. Justice must be based on social realities, not religious identities. We must call for a reconsideration of this issue by a larger constitutional bench and a decision based on empirical evidence, and above all, a commitment to the constitutional promise of equality and freedom of religion. Because in the end, justice delayed is injustice, but justice denied is betrayal of the Constitution itself. So, my friends, kindly support the cause of Dalits. Thank you.